If you just believed enough or submitted enough or was obedient enough, then these feelings would go away.
Whatsoever you sow, that's what you're going to reap.
This is Pieter Niemeyer's public coming out.
So Peter, welcome to Daily Extra.
Thank you.
You are the first openly gay Mennonite pastor in Canada, to my knowledge.
To my knowledge as well, yes.
How does it feel to be the first?
I haven't given it a whole lot of thought, but we'll see where it goes.
But Peter really has no idea where this will go. Mennonites have the reputation for being conservative and old-fashioned, with some not even allowing for modern technology. Peter's denomination is more progressive. Still, there's no church policy on homosexuality. Then there's his wife and 3 kids. He got married because he believed homosexuality was something that could be changed.
All the regular teachings that it was wrong, and some of the advice being given that God would change you, and if you just believed enough or submitted enough or was obedient enough, then these feelings would go away.
Peter kept his feelings from his wife for more than 20 years. But over time, Peter and even the Mennonite Church of Canada started to question their beliefs on homosexuality. This renegade church even married a gay couple recently. So in 2014, Peter decided to tell his wife Sue the truth.
I knew in my gut that Sue would be an ally.
Really?
And yeah, that I knew.
Can you explain that a bit? Because I think people will be shocked to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
That I think in people's mind they might think she'll be very angry and feel that you betrayed her and you should never have married me and all those responses that
that are very typical.
That are very typical,
yeah.
Yes. So
well, Sue is not a very typical
clearly
person.
But was she? What was her response when you told her?
So it was a warm summer afternoon, and there were 2 Muskoka chairs out on the pond on the deck, and so we sat there, and I came out to Sue, and she was very supportive.
So I'm assuming you plan to stay married?
That is our plan, is
Really?
to stay married, yeah.
And there are people who would say, well, you should divorce and then she can marry a heterosexual man and that would be the right thing to do.
Yeah.
How would you respond?
If that was Susie's desire, I wouldn't hold her back from that. Just as I think if it was my desire to leave the marriage and pursue, it would be very tough for both of us if that were the case. But I think ultimately we wouldn't hold each other back from that.
And I guess that begs the follow-up question, which is you don't have any desire to pursue a relationship with a man.
Well, that's part of the tension, right? I mean, there's no clean, neat, tidy, because this isn't how it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
So it's not neat and clean and tidy. So my being a gay man and having sexual attraction being sexual attraction, it is what it is. But everybody navigates their sexual attraction in honor of whatever relationships they are in. And hopefully those relationships would be life-giving to them. So my relationship with Sue is life-giving to me. We don't hold any judgment for people who, for whatever their reasons are, need to choose a different path. So we are in full support and advocate within our church, within our denomination, the full inclusion of LGBTQ people, including marriage. So that is our conviction, and part of that conviction is that we don't really want to see younger LGBTQ Christians, so even though for us this is a meaningful relationship and a life-giving relationship, we don't want younger LGBTQ Christians to be in this kind of a situation.
Really?
Yeah.
Peter's wife Sue declined to be interviewed for this story. Next on Heaven or Hell, what could happen now that Peter's out?
If the church decided, no, this isn't a good fit for us anymore, then I would need to find employment elsewhere.